Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna make some Jamaican oxtail. Yes, so guys, I'm gonna show you on how I wash my oxtail before I cook it. So in my bowl right here I've got at least 3 pounds of oxtail. So I'm just gonna add some vinegar first to wash it. At least 2 tablespoons of my vinegar. Then I'm gonna run some cold water over it. I always love washing my meat, guys. Whenever I'm cooking, I have to wash my meat. Because you don't know who and who touch up your meat when them serve it to you. So you have to wash it off. And you can always remove the excess fat from around your oxtail. I'm gonna drain off all that water. As you can see, how it's red. You don't want to see no redness. So the oxtail ain't big, guys. They're nice. And I'm also gonna add a lemon, half of lemon, just to remove all that rawness away from the oxtail. You can always use lime. So guys, my oxtail is nice and clean. You want to make sure that you drain off all the excess water, okay? Yeah, perfect. So these are some of my ingredients for my oxtail. Here I have 1 onion that I cut. I also have half bell peppers. As you can see, I've got the yellow, the green, and the red, and Scotch bonnet pepper. I also have half of carrot, 2 stalk of scallion, 4 cloves of garlic that I finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme, 1 teaspoon of my pimento seed, otherwise as allspice. Also have just a small amount of ginger, 2 tomatoes. These are all of my seasoning. Here I have 2 teaspoons of my all-purpose seasoning. I also have 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay? Guys, don't forget to share. Please share this video to your families, to your friends, and everyone on your social media. I will really appreciate it. And don't forget also to give me a big thumbs up. So guys, stay tuned for the video. No go nowhere, because I'm telling you, this recipe right here is gonna be super delicious. So stay tuned. So now I'm gonna season my oxtail. So firstly, I'm gonna add my all-purpose seasoning. Then I'm gonna add my black pepper, my paprika, my ginger, my jerk seasoning. Also gonna add my fresh thyme, my garlic, and my scallion pimento seed. Just dash them in there, guys. Dash them in there. My onions, my carrot, and my tomato. I'm gonna leave back some of my tomato. I'm not gonna use all of it. And I'm also gonna add my Scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm using at least 1.5 teaspoons. You can use as much as you like. I'm gonna add my bell peppers. So guys, normally I would have used browning to brown up my oxtail, but today I'm gonna use dark soya sauce, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brown my sugar when I'm gonna cook my oxtail. Yes, so instead of using the browning, I'm gonna brown my sugar. So I'm gonna use at least 1.5 tablespoons of my dark soya sauce, because you know dark soya sauce is not too dark. It's not like browning. You know browning is very dark. So that's it. So now I'm gonna take my nice clean hand and just massage all those seasoning, all those herbs all over on my oxtail. And guys, as I always said, you can always use a gloves. I'm telling you, it smells so good. This is totally optional, but I'm gonna add at least 2 teaspoons of my olive oil, because I'm gonna make my oxtail to marinate overnight, and I want that seasoning to stick on my oxtail. And I'm gonna also add some more of my dark soya sauce. Okay, that's it. Look at all that goodness. So good. So as I said, I'm gonna leave it overnight to marinate for at least, you know, roughly 8 hours. So this is done, guys. I'm just gonna cover it up with a cling film. So guys, stay tuned. Look at that. So good. So guys, my oxtail has finished marinate, and I just removed it from the fridge. So now I'm just gonna remove the cling film from it. And what you want to do, you can leave it to room temperature before you cook it. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, the seasoning is thick on the oxtail, and this is exactly how you want it. It looks so good. Nicely marinated. I cannot wait to cook it. So now guys, I'm gonna cook my oxtail. So in my pot right here, I've got at least just over 1 tablespoon of olive oil. You can always use vegetable oil, because remember I said I'm gonna brown my sugar instead of using browning. So this is my brown sugar right here, and I'm using just over 1 tablespoon of my brown sugar. So I'm just gonna add it to my oil, and it's just gonna become dark, guys. So I just turn up my stove a bit high, okay? And you're just gonna leave it like so. So as you can see, the sugar is started to melt, but you want it to be really dark. And your kitchen is gonna become really smoky. Make sure your window is open, okay? So it is all brown, and now I'm gonna add my oxtail. You see that? That's perfect. Try not to add all the onions and the scallion to your pot, okay? Now I'm going to give it a stir. So I'm just going to leave it uncovered for at least 2 minutes, okay? Just for it to sear off. So after my oxtail is all seared off, you want to turn it. Then I'm gonna add at least 10 cups of hot water to it, okay? Make sure that the oxtail is all covered with the water, okay? Because you know oxtail take at least 2 hours to 1.5 hours to cook, especially if you not use a pressure cooker. I'm not gonna use a pressure cooker, so it's gonna take more longer for me. So I'm just gonna add at least 1 tablespoon of my all-purpose seasoning. Gonna also add some of my black pepper, at least 1 teaspoon. Give it a stir. And I'm also gonna add some of my fresh herbs from my pot, but I'm not gonna add all of it, okay? I'm just gonna add, you know, just mostly the onion and the carrot. And even some of the tomato as well. Yeah. And I'm just gonna leave it to cook, guys. Give it a stir. I'm telling you, it looks so good already, guys. And guys, if your water is reducing when you're cooking your oxtail, you can always add some more water to it, okay? Yes. I'm gonna cover my pot, so stay tuned. I'll just half cover it so it doesn't boil over. So guys, I'm just gonna check up on my oxtail, and it's been cooking just over 1 hour. This is what it look like. I'm telling you, it look really, really good. But guys, it is not yet finished, okay? Because I want my oxtail to be nice and tender. I'm gonna add at least, as you can see, the water is reducing, so I'm gonna add 1 cup of water. And I'm also gonna add some of my fresh thyme, at least 1 teaspoon. 1 stalk of scallion, some of my pimento seed, at least half teaspoon of my pimento seed, and 3 cloves of crushed garlic. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, this recipe right here is gonna be really, really delicious. Trust me, I love cooking oxtail. Even though curry goat I'm a favorite, but oxtail, everyone love oxtail once in a while, right? Yeah, so my oxtail is not as soft as I want it to be. Let I show you guys. It's cooking nicely, but I want it to be, you know, really tender. Look at that. See it? So I'm just gonna allow it to cook, guys, for at least another 25 minutes, and it should be ready, okay? Good to go. So it's just over 20 minutes. So now I'm just gonna remove my lid because my oxtail is nice and tender. So you see that, guys? It is nice and tender. Look at that. Fall off the bone. This is exactly how you want your oxtail. Just like that. So guys, this is the bowl that I use to season my oxtail. As you can see, all the carrots, the tomato, the fresh thyme, all my bell peppers, the ginger, garlic, everything is in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add at least half cup of my water to the bowl, okay? Just like so. Then you wanna mix it all in. And I'm just gonna add it all to my pot, okay? Look at that, guys. May I tell you, the oxtail, yeah? Your whole family is gonna enjoy it. It is so delicious, super delicious. My husband, him love when I cook oxtail. Him always request my oxtail because it's really nice. Look at the gravy. So to my pot, I'm gonna add at least 1 teaspoon of my jerk powder seasoning, and this is just gonna add more flavor to the oxtail, guys. I'm also gonna add half teaspoon of my paprika and some salt for taste, at least half teaspoon. You just want to taste it to your liking. If it need any salt, any all-purpose seasoning, you can always add, okay? You want to make sure you give it a stir. So this is totally optional, but I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon of my butter to my oxtail, and it's just gonna enhance the flavor, okay? And I'm also gonna add at least 1.5 tablespoon of my ketchup. Yeah. Give it a stir. Guys, this is totally optional, but I'm gonna also add at least 2 teaspoons of my brown sugar. And what the sugar does, guys, it blends out the taste from the ketchup, because you know ketchup can be sour, and the sugar also add more flavor to the oxtail. But you don't want to add a lot, okay? Just 2 teaspoons. That's it. And I'm just gonna leave it just like so, guys, for at least 4 minutes, okay? Then I'm gonna add my butter bean, and it is all finished. I'm gonna cover my pot, or just half cover it, yeah? So just over 5 minutes. So now I'm gonna add my butter bean. And I'm gonna add 1 can of my butter beans, okay? And what you want to do, guys, make sure that you rinse it off before you add it to your pot, okay? Give it a stir, and I'm gonna leave it, guys, for at least 6 minutes, and it is ready, good to go. So my oxtail is all finished, so I'm gonna turn off my stove, remove the lid. Look at that. It looks super delicious. Oh my goodness. You want to make sure that your gravy is nice and thick and rich, just like so. This is perfect. So guys, my oxtail turned out so perfect. It is super delicious. My whole family enjoyed it. I'm telling you, this recipe right here is a must try. Don't forget, guys, to give me a thumbs up. Share it to your families, to your friends, and everyone on your social media. I will really appreciate it. As you can see, I'm just adding it to my bowl, and guys, look at that. Oh my goodness, my mouth right now is watering. This is so yummy. So you can serve your oxtail with some rice and peas, some white rice, guys, whatever you preferred. I serve mine with some rice and peas, plantain and salad on the side. If you do try this recipe, guys, please don't forget to comment and tell me what it's like, okay? I'm telling you, just look at it. It is so good. I thank you all so much for watching this video. Until next time, bye. Don't forget to keep laughing, keep smiling, no matter what, because God is always on your side. Bye, guys. Much love.